Alright, guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, boys, women, I don't know. I'm Enrique, as it says presented by me. Will be presenting the role of women in Greece and Rome. Oh, shall I say ancient Greece and Rome. Alright, so how different were the roles of these women in ancient Greece and Rome? Well, to begin, women in ancient Greece were always treated as second-class citizens. Therefore, men were usually at the top of the food chain. They would usually be the ones with office, they would be the ones who would hold property, etc. But Sparta was the exception. Some women could actually hold property, and some women were allowed to do many more things, like go out and play sports, which places like Athens did not allow. As a reminder, ancient Greece was known for having city-states, each being very close but having different cultures and currency. And as I said before, oh, and not even as I said before, women in most cities, actually, they would, before getting married, of course, they were subjected to their father and had to obey his commands, so anything he said goes. And after getting married, the wives were, instead of their fathers, subjected to their husbands, and women were always looked down upon by men. And they were no smarter than children. Continued, women were usually subjected to being housewives and always doing the housework. Women couldn't hold property, vote, or be a part of any government in ancient Greece. Now, women in ancient Rome. I don't know if you guys can see it well. I think I get there, right? I'm gonna speak it. Women in ancient Rome. Unlike other ancient cultures, like the Greeks, who had formed a creational myth where women were the creatures secondary to man, and more specifically, in a way, artistic work like Pandora or a story, it would bring unhappiness and vices. And usually this made women look like the villains, and why men should always be at the top, controlling them, being in charge. The Romans, however, had a neutral approach, in humanity specifically, where not the male, but the god was the important. An example of differences between both depictions of women in story culture or art culture would be the rape of Sabine women. That is a story in which the settlers of Rome abduct women, right? Of course, it's not good to do, but they abduct women from neighboring tribes and they take them as their wives. However, this action of desire was mainly to tie bloods. So, hey, we have the same blood or we're from the same culture. Not culture, but tribe, in blood wise. However, the abducted women, as you know, these tribes had the women as well, led by one of the wives of Romulus, actually tries to intervene and stop it. So this echoes an important role, and women are here linking families in Roman society, their family of birth and then of marriage. Well, to conclude, women in ancient Greece were very different. It was predominantly ruled by the men, and most art and literature depicted women as secondary characters, example Pandora. However, compared to the ancient Rome, in which the depiction of women is equal or more, as an example, Arabian Sabine women, in which the women were the problem solvers and tried to end a war or a battle. However, women in ancient Rome had more rights. They could own property, and within the family, women could attend home and the slave workforce, work in handicraft. Upper class females, however, could study academic subjects such as literature, philosophy, most writing, and it was a very different world for women in both Greek and Roman. Now here's some pictures. I'd like you to tell me what they're doing. Who do you think it came from? Ancient Greeks or Rome? I'll give you guys like 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, you think you got it right? Alright, so let's check this gallery. Okay. So, this picture is called... I don't even know what this picture is called. It's a tribute to Doris. It's called The Death of Pentheus. There we go. So the museum collection is Kimball Art Museum, Fort Worth. It is a red figure and it is early classical, so that would be around ancient Greece. And these pictures depict women tearing apart a man. Doesn't that kind of make the women seem pretty bad? And why are men in fear? Seems like an ancient Greek culture. Alright. Now this one. This one's very interesting, beautiful. Wow. She seems like a goddess, does she not? Alright, let's see what it is. So this is Arapasis, the altar of Agustin Peace. It is a shrine consists of marble altar in which enclosure created. You guys can read it. Mother Earth and air and water, marble relief of the east exterior wall of the Arapasis in Rome, Italy. 13 BC. It's a water goddess. The Mother Earth with air and water. Very interesting. And that is it. I appreciate your time. I appreciate listening to my flimsy voice. And thank you for sitting through it. Hope it wasn't that boring. Bye.